Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for being so patient with canceling class yesterday. I was hit by some sort of 24-hour virus. I was completely knocked out for 24 hours. And when I mean knocked out, I mean completely knocked out. I didn't get out of bed for about 24 hours. I had a very high fever, and without going into a lot of detail, let's just say I could not physically make it to my computer to have class. And so I appreciate your patience with that. I'm feeling much better now, thankfully. I'm not quite 100%, but at least I'm able to sit upright and speak. Maybe not coherently at times, but at least I'm able to somewhat function compared to yesterday. So I appreciate your patience so much. So this video is actually going to take place in lieu of our class. That's the great thing about being virtual. We have a little bit more flexibility. So I'm going to go ahead and create this recording as if we were in class, and then that will make up for the class time, if that makes sense. All right, so this week we're going to learn about networking and negotiating. So let's first talk about the importance of networking and negotiating. It's something that most students, they cringe when they hear those words. Oh, networking and negotiating. Oh, awful connotations, right? Well, I will tell you that these two skills are very important, especially as you go through a career. It's important to have a network of professionals that you can count on or rely on throughout your career. You'll never know when you need to reach out to others to help with maybe finding a job, or maybe just in general help with subject matter or whatever it happens to be. And that's really important, especially as you go through a career. You'll learn just how important it is to be able to rely on your network of professionals. Also, negotiating skills. Some people do it really well, and others need to practice those skills. But negotiating is a huge part of any professional career. All right, so chapter 9 talks a little bit about the steps in the networking process. You'll also learn about the 1-minute self-sell. So what we would have done in class yesterday is we would have talked a little bit about these learning outcomes, but we also would have read the article together. So the 1-minute sell guidance. So this is an article I would still like you to read, because this is what we would have done in class. Really tells you the importance about answering the question, tell me about yourself. I can guarantee that every job interview that you sit through, you'll always have to answer the inevitable question of, tell me about yourself. So it's really important to start off your interview on the right foot and being able to sell yourself in this 1-minute self speech, if you will. So you'll learn a little bit about that in this article, otherwise known as an elevator pitch. And then in addition to that, there is a video. So if you could read the article and then watch the video as well, that would be great. You'll never know when you'll need to answer these questions, not just in a job interview, but you might come across a coworker or a manager, or maybe your boss's boss at some point, and maybe in a meeting. And if they ask this question, you want to be able to go ahead and answer this question coherently. So it's important to always have that in your back pocket. That's what we would have done yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and assign that, and I'll trust that you're going to read the article and watch the video. In addition, I have etiquette extras in here as well to refresh or learn about your etiquette skills. And then this week, the only thing you have is the self-assessments. So you can pick at least 2 of the self-assessments. There's only 3 total. So your networking skills, your negotiating skills, and then your personality and networking. Please have that in by Sunday. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. So just to wrap up, I don't think I went through all of the learning outcomes, but I know you'll talk about those steps in the networking process. You'll learn about that 1-minute self-sell. You'll also read the article and watch the video. You'll also learn a little bit about the steps in the negotiating process, and then how to plan for negotiations, how to bargain, and how to influence the process. All right, so that's it for this week. Read chapter 9, watch the video, read the article, and then complete the assessments. Again, I thank you very much for your patience, and I look forward to seeing you all next week, next Tuesday. Thank you.